turn this round. Nice warm wee dog. Nice and warm. That island over there is Cumbria, Greater Cumbria. There's a big one and there's a small one just behind that ship. The small one's kind of private, the big one isn't. And that's the ferry going over. People say they're going over to Millport because that's the little town there. But the ferry doesn't go straight into Millport town itself. The jetty is not suitable or something for it, so it goes to a, I think it's Cumbria Slip they call it, where cars can just roll off onto the island and you drive a mile or so into the town. It's a nice wee place to visit. I love it. I think probably the first of the Clyde Estuary islands I've ever visited, way back in the 70s when I did a field study course as part of my university degree. It was over on Cumbria, so I've loved the place ever since. Occasionally I'll take my bicycle on the train to come down here to LARGS. Just take the bicycle over and cycle around the island. So if you're having a look at this morning, you could afterwards have a look at one of my short videos which I uploaded this morning. See if you can work out what the picture's all about. And I'll give you a clue if you need one. It's a poem by a very famous Scotsman. And it's not Robbie Burns. It's So that's something I could go to another time. The Pencil Monument, I think that's relating to the Battle of LARGS, where where the Vikings fought the Scots. There's a lot of Viking association here. There, Cumbria Ferry and railway stations this way. I'm not struggling to look at the comments, it's far too bright for me to see. So thank you for commenting, chatting, if you are chatting and commenting. I'll have a look at them later on when I get home. I'm just guessing I've got a good signal here, good phone signal for Alive. Can you hear the seagulls? Can you hear the water slapping? It's cold. Wow, that's a nice little, can you see it? Little kind of sailing boat. Just motoring in. It's a fishing boat maybe. It's like a wooden structure, doesn't it? I don't know if you can see it if I zoom in a bit. I can't really see too well from here, but can you see anything? Interesting, right. If I turn this way, maybe I can see if there's any chat. Hi! Oh, there's somebody chatting. I can just see it. Gracie. Gracie Pinnegar. Thank you. Hello, wee dog. How are you? How are you? Nice and warm? Nice and warm. I'm just walking back along towards where the car is parked, which is near where the ferry comes in. That's the ferry jetty, ferry jetty over there. And there are usually two ferries going back and forth. Looks like there's one in just now, and the other one will be on its way. You can actually, if your eyes are good, you could see the other ferry terminal on the other side. I don't know, can you see it? That white thing there, that's the other ferry. So they cross part way, usually. So the one up here will be leaving in another 5 minutes or so. They don't hang about long. Wow, the tide is fairly high today, look at that. Not an awful lot to show you, I'm sorry about that. But I thought I'd just let you share the walk. Our car is parked way over there, you can see the cars sparkling. We had a hotel night. Courtesy of my daughter and her partner last night in a hotel in Johnson, a little town called Johnson. And the hotel had an interesting bit of stained glass, which I videoed and put up as a short. You could have a look at that if you're interested in literature and or stained glass. It's lovely, lovely full length, 2 floors, piece of stained glass. See if you can work out the story in the short. If you like puzzles, you can work it out from the clues within the stained glass. It's saving lives at sea. Lifeboats. There you go. 60th anniversary of LARGS lifeboat station. You can donate there. And that's rather clever. We've got a machine behind the glass, so you can tap there behind the glass to make a donation. That's brilliant. That was quite clever. Did you see it in the window? Quite clever of the lifeboat people. Yeah, you can scan your card or whatever to make the payments. Well, they've got one of the machines just behind the glass in the window.
Yeah.
So you can still make a payment through the glass. I'll maybe go down onto the shore at the next bit I can and walk along beside the sea a bit for interest.
Okay.
Back up at the next part. Not a really Catholic church over there, huh? Poor seagull, waiting for death. It's broken its arm or something. I'm hoping you can hear the sea. I think the microphone is turned up quite loud. I hadn't realised that. There's green glass here as well, if you like. Looking for stuff on the beach. People like to collect sea glass, as they call it. White, green. I think red is a favourite. There's not so much red sea glass to be found. Black-headed gull. Can you see it? Now if you've just arrived here, that island over there is called Cumbria, Greater Cumbria. And that's in the Clyde estuary. The Firth of Clyde, as it's known. So it sits in the Firth of Clyde. This town is called LARGS, which is on the Ayrshire coast, county of Ayrshire. And there are two little ferries ply their way back and forth. Car ferries. I've been on it often with my bicycle. Usually they cross part way. So there's one there ready to go. It'll need to start any time now. I'm assuming both of them are working just now. And the other one you can see coming over. If you look at my videos, you'll see one where I fly my drone over one of those, just about where that one is. So yeah, please have a look. Look at my channel and find the one with Cumbria and the ferries. I do a little video, you know, cycling round and finally flying over from over there somewhere, out over the sea, over the ferry. As I said, there's quite a big Viking connection to LARGS, because there was a Battle of LARGS. There you are. See what it says, if you can read that. Can you read it? Oh no, I can see in the shadow, I can see Carson McGee, 2013. Thank you very much for looking in. And Vlad. Hi from Vlad as well, Greasy. 3 people looking in. And I've got 1 like, that's something, there you go. Magnus the Viking was gifted to the people of LARGS by North Ayrshire Council in 2013 to commemorate the 750th anniversary of the historic Battle of LARGS. The Vikings were defeated at the Battle of LARGS in 1263. The last raid on Scottish soil. Under the Treaty of Perth, Magnus, King of Norway, surrendered the Western Isles and the Isle of Man to the Scottish Crown. Oh, so he had those to begin with. And the Isle of Man to the Scottish Crown in 1266. Oh, there you go. I'll leave those things there for you if you can get a chance to scan them later, maybe. Oh, well, you can post your own pictures there. Oh well, there you go. And there he is, Magnus the Viking. Let's have a look at him from the front. I'm hoping the signal's good today. I haven't really been able to check. There's Magnus the Viking. Yay, there's the guy. Yeah, fearsome looking fella. and we'll just be in time to see the ferry coming in. Here it comes. I thought the other one would be on its way, but maybe they're just using one ferry today. It's a bit longer, you have to wait for it to go over and come back. Generally, if you're waiting, 10 minutes and you get a ferry. What's this one called? Loch Shira. Yep, Loch Shira. So, a roll-on, roll-off ferry, or ro-ro as they call them. Getting ready to roll off. A Caledonian McBrain. One of my favourite things is a Caledonian McBrain ferry. It's always that little bit of adventure. You're going somewhere, going to an island. It's so small you don't really have time to get anything to eat on it. Such a short journey. If you want something to eat on a CalMac ferry, well, you need to go to Butte, another island further along. You need to go to Butte. It takes a little bit longer. But best of all, go on the one to Arran. We've got almost a full hour, and they have good catering. If you go to Arran, on the Arran ferry, you can have fish and chips or steak pie or whatever, and a pint of beer, at least a bottle of beer. There we are, just in time for the cars. And along the front here, very good place to have a restaurant. You got the Fish Works, made to order fish and chips. Never tried that one. Good Weatherspoons. I've tried the Weatherspoons. Oops, my battery is low, it's telling me. So, how much time have I got on it? 20%. Well, it's just enough time to let you see some of the cars coming off. And then the battery will die totally, and it'll be goodbye and sayonara. Thanks very much for looking in, everybody who's looked in and said hello in the chat. Hope you've enjoyed a little walk about. Yeah, fish and chips with a beer, David. A local beer. I think I read somewhere you had a Tennent's, am I right? I run away from Tennent's. I'd rather have an innocent gun or something else, even a foreign one like a Peroni. And there they go. If you're going on foot, I think it's about £4. It might even be £4 return. Yeah, I think they're just using the one boat today, so there aren't not many people going over. I was expecting them to be using the two, but it's just not busy enough, so they're just using the one.
an hour crossing back. So they're taking on a reasonable amount. If you want to stay for a cup of coffee, I'll put another pound in the machine. I just wasn't going to pay £3.
Yeah, yeah, we could have a coffee. 'Cause it must be about, it's about time for coffee again.
1:45.
Yeah.
So if you give me the car key, I'll go and put another pound in the machine.
There you go.
Right.
Okay. Ah, yeah, it's a nice beer, isn't it? There's some nice varieties of the Innocent Gun too. You get ones that have been in a whiskey cask for an amount of time, which gives them an extra something. Well, it's one thing I'd like to have a shot on is the Waverley sometime. It goes up the west coast. There you are, there's the Waverley here. Wouldn't that be a nice thing to have a trip on? What does it say? Step aboard paddle steamer Waverley, a living legacy of maritime history. Discover a rich history dating back to 1947 as you embark on a captivating journey through time. Embark on a timeless sailing as she gracefully cruises the beautiful Firth of Clyde, offering a nostalgic voyage into the past. Today, Waverley continues to enchant visitors of all ages with her vintage charm, combining heritage and comfort to provide an unforgettable and authentic Scottish experience on the water. Rediscover the great age of steam and create cherished memories aboard this maritime gem. Well, that's well worded, isn't it? Yeah, I'd love to do that. Maybe this will be the summer for doing it. So one last car. Is it going to get on? Yes, it is. As long as it has a ticket. And a couple of pedestrians going on too. I kind of wish I was going on it too. Three Sisters, I'm guessing. How much charge have I got left on this thing? 10% left. Yes, there is one. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's not the Maid of the Loch, is it? That's beside Loch Lomond still. There's one of them was being used as a cafe and kind of visitors centre. There she goes. Well, this is good timing because we're about to run out of steam on the phone and my hands are getting cold. We're going to go in and have a cup of coffee. It seems like a long time since breakfast time. Although the hotel breakfast was great. I had French toast made with bloomer bread. A couple of slices of that with crispy bacon and what do you call that, sugary syrupy maple syrup on it. Very nice. So I don't really need lunch, but a cup of coffee would go down well. And there she goes. Well, that's about it. It's on its way to Cumbria. Lovely wee island to visit. You can walk all the way around in a day. I'll just walk across here while we are about to run out of steam. I don't think we can see the Viking monument from here. Maybe we can. Let's go round a bit. And that's the other one. So that one, it's not about to leave. It's got some crew on it, presumably just training and maintaining just now. That's the Loch, what's it called? Can you make it out if I zoom in? The Loch Shira. Never heard of that one until today, the Loch Shira. There goes the other across. Yeah, flew the drone from over there. You see that? There are a few cars on the other side of the island. That's the Cumbria Slip, as they call it. That's where the ferry's heading. Now, I cycled round and I stopped just to that side before the slip out of the way, and I flew the drone over one of these. So please have a look at it. You have a look at my channel. Right, that's it. We're about to run out of charge. I'll plug this thing in while I'm having a cup of coffee. I have a charger about the size of a car battery. I exaggerate slightly, but only slightly. Right, thank you very much. Ooh, what do you fancy? Well, the spoons, oh, there's... Yeah, Costa would be alright, wouldn't it? You get a decent coffee. Fancy that? Yeah. Yeah, which is, oh, Costa's looks alright, doesn't it?
Costa's is probably your dearest option.
Yeah. Doesn't matter much if it looks good. Oh, good idea.